I'd wave at anything breathing, wave either. Just a wave. Sammy and I aren't friends, and we aren't not friends either. He's just the boy across the street who happens to be in my grade at school. My mom says that when we were little, we used to play together, but I don't have any memory of that. And I think it probably isn't true. She maybe likes to say it because it makes her look like one of those non-working moms who set up play dates. And I don't think she ever did. Plus, she's always working. I don't know all that much about Sammy or his family either, except that they're everything we aren't. The dad has a 9-to-5 job that he goes to in a fancy-looking suit, and the mom stays home and takes care of Sammy and his younger brother and sister. Nobody ever looks hungry, and you can tell their clothes smell like flowers in a meadow, even from across the street. They have dinner every night together as a family at 6:30 p.m. I can see them at their table through the picture window. And I'm betting that they discuss current events and also something special that happened to each of them during the day. The lawn is mowed, and the lights are out by 10 p.m. Sammy, come in for dinner! There's nothing glamorous about Sammy's mom. She doesn't rock her mom jeans, but she seems to be totally comfortable in her clothes and in her life. She waves at me too, and her wave says, "Hi, Layla, what are you doing eating mac and cheese by yourself on your porch on the night before the first day of 8th grade? I have no answer, so I get up and go inside. I don't wave back. Do you think in most families the mom makes dinner before the first day of school? I ask Nick, who's finished the pasta and moved on to a huge bowl of ice cream. Mama's working, Monk. You should be grateful she has a job instead of whining that you're not eating a home-cooked meal. You-know-who certainly isn't contributing to our upkeep. My dad is kind of like Voldemort. No one says his name either. He's always referred to as you-know-who. He left when I was a baby and has yet to reappear. His real name is Jeff. I know she's working, I say, but couldn't she trade shifts with someone so she could be here with us on important nights? My mom's an emergency room nurse at the local hospital. Her shift is 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., and then she comes home and sleeps during the day. She works 3 nights in a row, the max, and then often works overtime for the extra cash. On the days she's off, her sleep cycle is so turned around she barely functions. But she does keep us in this house with food, such as it is, on the table. What's so special about tonight? Nick asks, shoveling another spoonful of Rocky Road into his mouth and then talking as he crunches on the nuts. You're going into 8th grade. There's not exactly earth-shattering. You need to chill. Nick does chill better than anyone. Nothing bothers him, and I know he's right. I mean, he's going to be a senior. That's a pretty big deal. I'm just in for another meaningless year of middle school. Boring teachers, mediocre grades, awkward social situations. Still, the whole concept of a hearty meal and a good night's sleep, and new clothes carefully chosen and laid out on the chair, it has a certain appeal. Yeah, I'm sure you're right, I say. I turn on my computer and binge watch 4 episodes of How I Met Your Mother. Earlier today was classic Mom. When she got up in the late afternoon from her night's sleep, she wandered into my room. I was combing through my t-shirts, trying to figure out what to wear tomorrow. She flopped down on my bed and watched me for a few minutes, like I was some exotic animal in the zoo that she hadn't seen before. Like when they had the new pandas in Washington, D.C. Have you picked something out, Monk? Mom asked. I looked at the neat piles in front of me. I wanted to ask her if she remembered when she was my age how important it was to have something new to wear on the first day of school. But I didn't want to make her feel bad, so I just said, no. I held up some different options, looking at myself in the mirror while Mom sat on my bed, saying nothing. After a while, I think she couldn't stand it anymore, because she sounded kind of impatient when she finally said, Do you have to wear a shirt with some kind of slogan emblazoned across your chest?